Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we are going to talk how to farm Gilded Crests. As you might already know, the Turbo Boost season is up, and if you are like me and a degen, you already farmed every single Gilded Crest that you need. But if you are not, or if you are still farming other crests, do not worry. This also works for farming Rune Crest. Of course, do remember that this only works if you already have the gilded of the the rune of the undermined, so you can buy gilded crest for runed ones, as you might already know. Also, runed ones now are also uncapped, so we are going to speedrun delves. If you don't like delves, just ignore this. You can also farm mythic plus. It's kind of easy now with more gear, of course, but this works as something that you can do in your off time, and if you have a character strong enough, if you already come from being a Mythic Raider or a Mythic Plus player that already capped crests every week, this is going to kind of be fast depending on the one you are doing. Now, I only have two recommendations, but usually the one that is the fastest is this one. It's called Side Street Slews, but there are also others that can be super fast, like the Takrothan Abyss. I did one video last season about the pheromones one as a rogue. You can just pop the boxes, go to the checkpoint, die, pop the boxes, get to the boss, vanish, and then do the boss, and can do the delve in around 3 minutes, depending on your DPS. The boss does nothing too, so you can also do this under geared or in an old. Now, as for why we are doing this, it's because when you do a tier 11 delve, you get some rune crests. It doesn't need to be bountiful, it doesn't need to have anything special, you can just spam it. Now, getting 15 rune crest is nothing crazy, but if you can do some delves in like 2 or 3 minutes, you can kind of know how it is, because most players, if you're a DPS player and if you are doing Puck Mythic Plus, sometimes it can take up to 30 minutes being the client or everything, unless you do your key, but then you also have to find people. So let's say it takes around 15 minutes to find a key, being like super something like that, or 10 minutes, and then the key itself, if it's super fast, you can do it in around 15, but if you know, it's not going to be that like that with pucks. So let's say it takes 25 minutes more or less in general. If you do rookery, it can be a little bit faster in 20, but that is around something like 10 runs that you can do with the delves, and those 10 runs with delves will give you 150 rund. That is around, let's say, 60 or something like that gilded. Of course, it can be a little bit annoying to do delves all the time, but it is something that you do in your off time. You are going to farm anyway only for crests, so it doesn't matter to you if you already did your 8 mythic plus for the week. You don't really care that much, so you just do that, and it's going to be very easy to get those. So that is everything. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.